Yanil, a place we all know. There's the Magic Guild here, there's Nightmare Zone, a house portal. There's a lot to do in this place. And I'm gonna be region locked here on a chunk locked group Iron Man account. 3 other people will be on opposite sides of the map, spread throughout, helping each other along our way, never being able to see each other face to face. During this time, our end goals will be to open the entire map by completing certain tasks in each chunk to unlock more chunks. Once we reach each other, we'll be able to expand our maps together and do content together. Until then, we stand alone as a group Iron Man. Hello everyone, so we're going to go ahead and start off the smithing grind for now, just by smithing all the stuff in our bank. We have a couple anvils really close to the bank. It's really the furnace that's going to suck. I haven't even unlocked the chunk yet, but this is our chunk, so we have to go all the way from this furnace and run all the way down to the trawler. That's going to be our best method, which doesn't seem that far, but it is. It's really far. So for now, we're just going to smith what we have in the bank, and then we're probably going to hit the thieving grind pretty hard. But this should be 22 smithing. Yay. So many to go. All right, and this is going to be the last of our iron bars, and also 28 smithing. So we're going to wait for Nick and Semi to make us some rings of forging. If I go into the group storage over yonder, we have 78 rubies realistically, and a rune square shield, or rune kite shield for me. But 78 rubies, and Semi is going to buy some gold ore and throw it in here, and Nick is going to make us some ring of forgings, which we will then enchant, so we can smelt our like 5,000 iron ore that we have, 4,600, whatever, a little bit more efficiently, since we're going to be running so much. So while we wait on that, we are going to go ahead and get out our meats and go thieve some stuff in our new chunk. So let's go check it out. Now that I'm looking at it, there's a lot of iron ore like right over here. It might honestly be better to just ultimate Iron Man it, and I still haven't actually added this chunk. So, you know, I haven't actually shown you guys how I unlock chunks in this. So you're supposed to be able to shift click right here, but for whatever reason it doesn't work. So I just take this number here and add it to this list here, and then click in the game, and it unlocks the chunk that way. So yeah, that's our chunk. But we're gonna wander through, see what all we have, and just explore it. Basically just find something to thieve that's not a man, realistically. If we can find like a guard or something, life will be much better. Well, it's not something to thieve, but the store here actually has tons of balls of wools and a stock of 500 bronze arrows, so we no longer have to rely on fletching, and we can also get our own water-filled vials, so that's nice. There's the other altar that we mentioned before. Robita doesn't really help because I ain't getting a pet. The terrible, terrible furnace that we're going to spend way too much time near, and yeah. There are some men and women I can pickpocket in this chunk, it seems, but I'm not seeing any guards unless they're on this side. So let's go check over here. All right, so the good news is there is a warrior woman right here. Only one though, which is very strange. I've kind of searched this whole castle. I haven't seen any other warrior woman anywhere. So there's literally just the one right here, but we can pickpocket her, I believe. Yes, we can. 26 is so much better than 8. And once we hit 55, there is a Knight of Ardoin wandering in the courtyard here. He was just here. No idea where he wandered off to, but there is one of them in this area. There he is. So we can pickpocket him, and then Paladins once we get to 70. But we'll probably just do the Knight. We'll figure out a way. We'll probably end up splashing it on a main or something like that. So yeah, this is our method. So we're going to be here for a long time in this castle, and Semi is coming clutch with the splashes, so this should hopefully be pretty quick. All right, so I've been doing this for about 20 minutes now roughly, and it looks like we're getting about 15k experience an hour, maybe even a little bit more because I did have to bank, so including bank trips, probably like 14k. I've decided to use some of the swordfish that Semi cooked for his long fishing and cooking grind for sharks, so Yeah, it's a long walk to the bank. I'm really, really not looking forward to smithing. All right, and thanks to Nick, we have a bunch of rings of forging. This will definitely get us to the 50 smithing goal. And yeah, it's great having the group to be able to help with that. Semi was able to just buy the gold ore. Worked out perfectly. So we have 67 rings of forging. So that should be more than enough for our goals. I mean, it's more than the iron ore we have. So we'll probably not use this iron at all. We'll probably honestly just ultimate Iron Man it and go from there. The problem is banking. Either way, we're going to have to bank. So I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get to it. But we're going to go ahead and get back to the thieving grind. That was 45 thieving and to go, as I say in chat. All right, so no one is currently on to splash for me. So because I have my tasker and I'm not allowed to do it on that account, I'm going to go to fishing trawler, I think, and start some smithing now that we have all the stuff we need for that. So let's get to it. All right, so I figured I'd give you guys a rundown of how exactly this is going to go. So we're going to be here in fishing trawler and we're going to run all the way to the furnace through these chunks and then all the way to the furnace here, smelt these iron ore using the ring of forging, and then it takes me almost a full run bar to get there. So we're gonna drink this 3 dose of energy potion, run all the way back to fishing trawler, and rinse and repeat. So that's essentially going to be the plan. It's going to be not fun, it's going to take forever, but that's the plan. Once we get back to fishing trawler, we'll probably just drink another energy potion and basically repeat. So try and have full run as much as possible. As you can see, my run's already out. Not having any agility levels really sucks for this, but yeah, it is what it is. We gotta do what we gotta do. Oh, this only gives 10 each. I thought it was 30. Oh yeah, that's not even worth it. Okay, so new plan. We're just gonna walk back and then we'll just restore our energy when we get to the bank. Because we have all these energy pots, we may as well use them. It will help a little, but God, it sucks. So yeah, this is gonna be a long grind, starting at 28 smithing, doing this method. Llama is gonna throw some natures in soon though, so that might change, hopefully. God, I hope so. All right, so Llama is hooked up with about 150 nature runes. I am saving like 15 for high alchs and stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and make some more iron bars. Actually, I changed my mind. I do have some coal in the bank from random events, so I'm gonna hold on to those natures until I hit 30 smithing, just to get a little bit more out of them. All right, and that is 30 smithing. We can now smelt steel. So once we get back to the bank, we will do that. And I'll let you know when I hit 35 smithing. You know the drill by now. 35 smithing. This is taking forever. But once we're done smelting it, it'll be a lot easier. So there's that. I did the math. We need just over like 2100. So I'll probably just do like 2200. Go from there. 40 smithing. All right, so that is more than enough iron bars. We're gonna go ahead and smith all of those into arrowheads. Wish I could do like dart tips or something, but arrowheads are gonna be what we do. So let's get to it. Sammy threw some more herbs in, so 46 herb lore. So I'm already like a third of the way through this level, but I hit 43 smithing and I was 800 total level. So next time I see you guys, I'll be hitting 50 smithing. All right, so these last 2 iron bars will get us 50 smithing, and then we're gonna go ahead and smelt a mithril ore via superheat, because we can. And we'll make a dagger, because yeah, that's our task completed. So let's go kill a bunch of stuff. All right, so we have a long list of stuff to kill, so let's just go ahead and start it off with a penguin. And while I have you here, we'll do a monkey as well. Really? I can't one-shot a monkey. Okay. Next up will be the scorpion and the pit scorpion. Apparently those are attackable. I don't remember that. I have a vague memory of like one of these being involved with a quest or something. I don't know. It's probably like the scorpion catch or something, but go for the snake next. Having to kill one of everything is kind of annoying sometimes, but you know, we're just gonna basically make our way through here. Next up will be a Cyclops and a Joker. Alright, and that's a Joker dead. And next up we have a Knight of Adorn, which just happened to be in the perfect safe spot. Also, I brought the runes in case I'd actually get something from one of the zoo monsters, which is kind of dumb now that I think about it. And there's a Paladin down, and a Warrior Woman, and an Archer, which took far longer than I care to admit to find. And the last one I have to kill is actually this woman, but I can't get in this room. So I'm gonna actually have to backlog a woman. Alright, so with all of our kills for our area done, we need to get about 1,000 molten glass. Well, roughly 1,000 molten glass in order to get 41 crafting. So we get to play the game of fight other group Iron Men for soda ash and buckets of sand. God, this is gonna be fun. Well, this isn't too bad. I woke up super early and most of the worlds are full inventory. So now I know I just have to wake up at the crack of dawn. Alright, that should be more than enough. So now we get the fun task of running to the furnace again. Yay. Yeah, these early crafting levels are going to fly in. So I'll just give you like every 10 levels. I mean, look at this. Literally about to get another one. There's 10 crafting. Alright, and this is the last of our molten glass used up, and I did not totally save this teleport specifically today to use this. Right now, as I finished it, very close to another crafting level, literally 13 experience. We got past 26, which was really my goal, so I can do the, whatever they are, oil lamps, I think it is, just because it's better experience. So now we get to blow. Blow, blow. Blow, blow, blow. Blow the glass. Did I mention that I'm still on the pain medicine from my work injury? Yeah, that's a thing. So we can do vials. No, we can do these ones. Yeah, 33. And there's the level. Let's make a bunch of bong looking things and go from there. I'm just gonna go ahead and circle this message right here. That's all I need to say in this clip. And of course I already clicked off of it, but that is 33 crafting. That's the thing. So now I can do vials, which is a little bit better experience. So I'm gonna do that. All right, and that's the last of our molten glass, and we are 5 levels short. So clearly, I can do math. Let's go buy some more. That's 40 crafting. Got a bunch of herb supplies from Semi while he was making me a soft leather. And this is 47 herb lore. Really making progress on this. I like being the herb lore guy. I've always enjoyed the herb lore grind. I don't know why. And because we got 47, we can actually drink this Greenman's Ale and clean these Avantos that I have. I have like 40 or something like that. So definitely worth it. Alright, well we're like 30 molten glass away from the damn level. Not even. But Semi's just gonna go get me a poison chalice because I can't be asked. And yeah. Figured I'd get sand anyway, because you know what? I was like 30 short because people kept buying sand. So, something to do while I wait. So Semi's working on those poison chalices, and while he's doing that, I'm just working on some fletching, and we're just gonna get some passive levels, just some supplies we have overall. Got my inventory set up to make the both the studded body and the hard leather shield, and that's 32 fletching. But I can also chisel these oyster pearls once I hit 41. So while I have the boost, I'm going to try and do the leather body, the leather shield, and then also chisel as much of these as I can to try and get the level if possible. Alright, Semi's coming through clutch with these chalices, so we're going to take all those out. And we're essentially just going to take them one at a time and try and get the boost that way, basically. So let's see if we get it. No. You get the idea. We're going to be doing this for a minute. And there's the boost. So let's go ahead and do this quick. Why is it not letting me do that? I need bronze nails. Okay, well, we can at least do this one, and then we're just gonna do these and hopefully get the level. It's a fletching. Oh, God. Well, that was a fail. That was a major fail. Let's go get some bronze nails, I guess. Alright, so I'm actually going to get a full inventory of bronze bars because I'm realizing that, yeah, I need 41 fletching for those pearls. And because I have them, technically I feel like I should be required to process them. So I'm going to do that. It's not on my chunk tasks or anything, but I feel like it's kind of required just because I have them. So, and I do have the means to make the stuff. So we're going to get 41 fletching, and we're going to go ahead and turn most of these bronze bars, aside from the 15 we need for the shield, into into bolts, sorry. Fletch those into regular bolts with feathers from Semi, and then we're going to enchant them for some extra magic experience. But basically that will give us enchanted pearl bolts, which I have no idea what they do, but good magic experience, good fletching experience, why not? Alright, there's our 15 nails. We are going to make the rest of these into bronze bolts unfinished and then grab the feathers and do everything pretty much. Alright, let's see if we can get this boost once again. And we got it first shot. So let's go ahead and make that. I need a hammer. Come on, hammer. Go ahead and make that. And that is that task completed. And what are even the stats on this? It actually gives an attack bonus. You know what? That's actually an upgrade to our maple shield. So you know what? We'll get rid of that and put that in there. I'll take it. So now, like I said, we're going to be going for that fletching grind. It's going to be a little bit of a grind, but we got plenty of supplies in the bank. I'm not worried at all about it. So let's just get to it. I'll see you when I hit 41 fletching. And there's 41 fletching. So now we can go ahead and get those pearls out and chisel them. Well, that's unfortunate. I just realized these pearl bolt tips go on iron bolts, not bronze. So since Nick has some smithing grind going, he's going to make me 1500 iron bolts, and then we'll do that. So for now, to the thieving. And that's 50 thieving. Can now steal silver stalls and crack wall safes in the rogue's den. Except we can't get there. 5 to go until we can switch over to the Artie Knight, which is wandering in here somewhere. Alright, so we got our unfinished bolts, so we're just going to sit here making some bolts and then put the pearl tips on them and enchant them. Just give us a little bit more magic experience pretty much. Alright, and that's all of our pearl bolts E. We're going to throw these in storage in case anyone needs them. In case anyone doesn't know what these do, they do extra damage against monsters that are like fire-based, basically. Basically, it's a water surge, so it does extra damage to them. So whoever has those, they can do them. Nick's going to make us some rings of forging for me to enchant, so we're going to be doing that. But for now, back to the thieving grind. And that is 55 magic. We can now officially cast high-level alchemy without boosting. Very nice. Like we're going to have exactly enough super attack potions to get 48 herb lore. We can now make super anti-poison potions. Those unicorn horns that we hate getting will be a little more useful now. True gamer fashion, I missed a level. That is 55 thieving. We can now move from getting 26 experience per thief to the Artie Knights, which give considerably more. I don't have a spot to trap them yet, but let's see how much we get. 84. We're literally over tripling our experience rates. So there's one here, and I believe there's one over here. I'm going to go over here and see if I can find a spot to safe spot him, basically. Trap him, I guess. So I couldn't find the other one, so we're just gonna stick with this one. Basically, we're gonna try and splash him overall, but whenever we don't have someone on to splash, we'll just chase him around, I guess. Alright, so I uploaded episode 3 today, which tells you how much I have recorded already. But so essentially, I'm going to finish up this inventory and then we're going to hunt some chompy birds. There was a lot of talk about how people think I kind of just cheated the system with it. So we're going to go get the 1,000 kills for the diary, but that's all we're going to do. We're not going for the cosmetics. We already said we weren't going to, but we need them for the diary anyway, so we're going to do that. All right, and that's all the ogre arrow shafts we're going to need. Next up, feathers. Holy crap, that's a lot of herbs and stuff, and a lot of feathers, so we're good to go for a while. Alright, so now we just gotta flight all these and then kill a ton of wolves. Huzzah. Alright, and that's all those flighted. We're just gonna use up some of these herbs we got from the gang, and then we are going to go and hunt a bunch of wolves. You guys may not see that content because I do plan on streaming it. As I said, there was a lot of comments saying they feel like I kind of copped out about it, so I'm gonna get the 1,000 kills. So I will see you whenever I'm done with those 1,000 kills, pretty much, or whenever I end the stream. I'll give you an update. Hey guys, so this is me way in the future. I just posted the video where I'm starting to get a big hunter grind. So episode 3, I believe it was. Long story short, a lot of you in the comment section were unhappy that I didn't go for chompy birds. So we're gonna get the 1K kills. As you can tell, we are starting at 0. So the reason I'm in this is I'm live streaming it. So check out my Twitch. It's twitch.tv/shadowcat. I don't stream super often RuneScape content, but I stream every Saturdays. So yeah, you'll see kind of the results of all of this in whatever episode this is. I think this is going to be episode 5 or 6. I don't know. I haven't finished it yet. But right now, I'm going to be streaming it. So yeah. This is the kind of faces and shit I make that you guys don't have to see. So you're welcome for not having to see it. Alright, well, as you can see on the top left, we have killed 254 so far. We did all of this on stream, so make sure you check out my stream. Again, twitch.tv/shadowcat. And this is pretty much our method. Place 3, and then we chill here and fighting toads and killing them as they come. Very slow, but this is the content you guys wanted. It's not the content that we needed, but it's the content that you guys wanted. Right, we just passed 500 chompy birds. Halfway there. I'm not gonna lie, after streaming like 340 of these, yeah, I'm not very efficient. Alright, so we've killed 740, but we only have like 100 arrows left, so we're gonna have to collect some more. So I just logged in to this little blue helmet here. Yeah, llama died for the 3rd time. That plus my DC means we are no longer hardcores. That's fine. We don't really care. The one thing we do have in mind is that we only have 4 people in our group. You can't actually add someone to your group while hardcores. But now that we're regular irons, once we kind of told the tasker CC like what we were doing, essentially, a couple of them wanted to join. But we were hardcores, so we didn't want to just abandon that to get them in there. So we're thinking about bringing one person on, our friend Task, TASQ. So we might be inviting him, and if we decide to, you will see it. Semi hasn't logged out since it happened, so he's still a hardcore, which is hilarious that he's just able to keep that until he logs out. So there's currently a bug going on where Task can't actually create an account, but when we get that figured out, he is going to be starting in the Hosidius chunk here. So he'll be working on here, and if you look right here, you can actually view it, and there's quite a few grinds to do here. Nothing terrible, but nothing great either. Like 30s, 50s. He basically has to do the same cooking grind I did in the exact same way, but we'll probably throw him some food or something to help get him caught up to us. But in regards to Llama dying, it's because he rolled into the wilderness. So he was actually up in this area, and he has to kill a black dragon for a runekite shield, I think it was. And yeah, long story short, the Reign of Terror jumped on him. So yeah, he didn't have a good chance of surviving that. So I don't blame him. But it is what it is. Now Task can join us. Alright, the boys gave me a bunch of stuff for elking, so that's 56 magic. That's 57 magic from enchanting stuff and elking stuff. That's 50 herbler as well. We can now make fishing potions. Alright, we're back on the node, and this is Task. He's going to be starting in Korend in the Hosidius chunk, as I said before. So we're all here together to get him on our team. So pretty soon, you guys will see a 5th member here, as long as there's no bug with that. Alright, Llama's finally here. Semi's not on right now, so we're just going to invite him without Semi. So let's just wait for him to appear. And there he is. Task end. We've lost our prestige status, but that's fine. We don't really care about that. And there we go. We still have individual prestige, that's the star, but task end does not. So, but that's okay. Let's get back to chompy killing. I just got 40 defense from training on long range, so we're just going back to regular now. About to get 62 ranged. And this is our last chompy right here. That should be exactly 1,000 chompy birds. You guys wanted it. I spent a week doing it. I hope you're happy. Let's go get the hats, I guess. All right, let's talk to Rance. Actually, I think we just show him the bow. Yep, and he'll give us a ton of hats. And yeah, just get all the hats. Do you really not have enough inventory? Okay. Let's just drop the fish quick and get the rest of them. There we go. That's all the hats that we get. I hope you guys are happy that I wasted my time on cosmetics. The end. 60 thieving, 15 to go. That's 65 thieving, 10 to go. 69 thieving, nice. 70 thieving, which means we can now thieve from paladins, which is technically our goal here, but we need 75 for the gnome. So yeah, but we're gonna see 152, and we get chaos runes. Oh yeah, we're gonna be pickpocketing from the paladin instead. Our first inventory is done. We got 240 chaos runes, about half the amount of coins we would normally get for Arty Knights, but I think the chaos runes make it worth it. So we'll just stay on these. Me and the guys kind of had a conversation about what teleports are allowed for chunks, because Nick can go to Port Sarim via the Shanty Pass, and he can use a dueling ring to get back. So technically it's a two-way teleport, but it's not. So it's kind of weird. We already ruled out charters and canoes. They're just going to expand the map too quickly for us. We want to have like a slow crawl kind of toward each other. So we kind of basically came up with the idea that only two-way teleports count. So if I can go somewhere and then come back that same route, it's allowed. So for example, if I unlock the port in Arty, I can go to Port Sarim or I can go to Rimington, just as an example. There's only very niche circumstances for this, like such as the Elven Lands, Underground Pass, stuff like that. But it's something that we felt we needed to discuss, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. We're pretty much going to be going to on Paladins till we hit 75, just stacking up a ton of Chaos Runes, so I'll see you when I hit 75 thieving. We were just on our way from the bank back to the Arty Castle when we ran across this. Let's see what tier it is. Size 2. You know what? It's the first crash star I've ever seen on any account, so we're going to mine it. Alright, that's the end of the star. Only got 151 Stardust, but you know what? That's fine. We are going to run back to the bank, and we're going to do a quest, actually, because we actually can do a quest. We can do the Haziel Cult. So let's knock that out quick. As you can see, this house and all of these wheels are just inside my chunks, so we are able to do this quest. Alright, and that's the Haziel. The cult's done. Nothing really from it, but a little thieving experience, so I figured I'd do it before hitting the goal. Back to thieving. Figured I would actually get this level, so now I can actually use oak stuff and build a workshop. So I don't need to collect nails anymore. I can get rid of them in my bank. So yeah, figured we'd bang out some construction, because I like to procrastinate. Just missed it, but that was 20 construction. 25 construction. Alright, and this is the last of our oak planks from Implings for 28 construction. Also, we passed 925 total level. So there's that. So let's get back to the thieving grind now. 72 thieving. So to summarize it for the clip I'm recording, basically, once we link up, they just have to be touching. They don't have to overlap. So if I roll East Arty, then Semi and I are officially linked because he has Witch Haven. And that would mean that I unlock all of his chunks and I complete all the tasks that unlocks, but I still have to complete the chunk I rolled. And then once that's completed, I roll. So, but essentially, I'll have the same skills as you, quote unquote. So any grinds you had to do, I don't have to do anymore. And then once I complete my chunk, I just roll another chunk and then let you know which one I got, and you unlock that, and then we just basically keep knocking out chunks together. Yeah, you can always work on grinds you don't have, but we're not limited in what we can do. We're allowed to do whatever we want. So essentially, yeah, that just makes it so we just work on whatever we want, and then we keep rolling chunks. Just as we're doing, we just get a land mask and we can work together on stuff. Yeah, so if I roll, well, once I get East Arty, like I said, that opens up the 70 smithing for me because I can get Eddy Ore from Implings, and 64 crafting, so I can get fire orbs from pickpocketing gnomes, which is stupid as hell that they have that, by the way. But I won't have to do those because Semi can then do those, so I can mark those off right away. 73 thieving. And here we go. 74 thieving. Shout out to Tass for bringing his hardcore Iron Man here to splash for me. Let's go pickpocket our gnome. All right, and here we are. We got a bunch of poison chalices, so we just need a +1 thieving boost. So let's see if we get it. Crafting is not what we need. There it is. Let's get rid of some of these cocktail glasses and pickpocket the gnome. Pickpocket the gnome. At least they only hit ones. I didn't actually realize that. Am I really gonna have to boost again? Oh my god. I know I was gonna get caught a lot, but come on, just let me complete the task. Please. Please. Oh my god. And people wonder why no one pickpockets gnomes for profit. And there goes our boost. Alright, well now we have to try and get it again. Oh, that's annoying. If I have to walk all the way back to the center of this stupid maze again, because I can't get the boost again, I swear to God I will cry. There it is. Come on, pickpocket the gnome. Thank you! Alright, that is our task completed. Let's go finally roll a new chunk. Alright, 18 days since our last roll. This has been quite the grind. Go ahead and check off that last one. We have nothing else left, and let's go ahead and pick a chunk. As a reminder, if we roll chunk number 1 right here, Semi has Witch Haven. And by now you'll have heard our conversation. So if I roll this chunk, we are linked, which means I no longer have to do basically any mining grind ever because he has Falador. So, or crafting, which is nice. Let's go ahead and pick our chunk. And we get nothing from that. A chunk of observatory, that's it. And we're gonna have to deselect this one because we can't get to that yet. All right, well, let's roll another chunk. Oh, West Arty. Ooh, that might unlock some quests. But let's go kill these 3 things really quick. So it turns out killing these 3 things is a little more complicated. I need to start Plague City in order to get to those monsters, obviously, which I don't know why I didn't think of that to begin with. But because of Semi, we actually should be able to do that because he has MacGruber Wood, which means we can get the Dwellberries, and he can also give me a spade, which I apparently didn't have until this point. Yeah, no spade. So, yeah, now we can go do the quest. So let's knock out Plague City. Scratch that plan, actually. Deposit all that crap. I just realized that we have botanical pies. So we can actually make super strength pots right now. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Make 44 of those really quick for the team. All right, and that's all our super strengths made. We're going to go ahead and withdraw about just over half of these and give them to the group. I'll keep a couple for myself just in case I need them. With that said, now we are going to go do Plague City. And I'm an idiot. I can't do the quest, so I can't do any of these tasks because I can't get into that house. Let's go roll a new chunk. All right, we get to backlog this stuff as well because we can't get to it. That's quite annoying, but let's go ahead and roll a new chunk. Observatory. Kill one grizzly bear. That'll be a quick task. We will do that now. All right, well, so the good news is that we now have access to this chunk right here. If I can scroll it all, we'll unlock that. And that also gives us access to the anti-poison spawn right here. But it also gives us access to the observatory quest. So we're going to go kill this grizzly bear and then get the stuff we need for that and do that. All right, and that is the bear dead. Let's go get the stuff we need and do the observatory. All right, and that's the observatory quest completed. We got Virgo, so some defense experience. Let's go roll a new chunk. All right, and here we are on the chunk again. Let's go ahead and mark off killing a grizzly bear and pick the next chunk. All right, looks like we got the Tower of Life, which, if I'm not mistaken, that means we can do the Tower of Life quest once we check the Tower of Life basement, which is right there. Does that add any chunks? Oh God, we gotta do so many more tasks now. But we're gonna go ahead and call that the episode. If you have enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully we'll be linking soon.